just a second here. I'm just literally pulsing it, sending it a massive wave of sulfuric encrusted nanotetrahedron to attach, back through time, space, dimension. I'm shifting your magnetic field 45 degrees now, 66 degrees now, 45 degrees now, pulling it into that triangle right now. And I'm creating a negative spinning vortex to pull it into that containment field, and it's going to start shrinking also. It was trying to expand to be an intimidation factor.
Kind of like a blowfish almost.
Right, yeah. All right. It's almost all in. Do you feel like it's all in right now?
I feel so.
Okay. Oh, we've got questions for it because, I'm all about the questions.
Okay.
I'm going to ask the questions. I want you to listen for the answers, and we're going to just compare notes, okay? If we get different answers, we just work through that problem. It's not a big deal. How long? I'm asking it. First of all, I'm telling it right now. If it lies, if it does not tell the truth, I will know, and there will be repercussions. I know that you have a boss, and I know that you have failed. Do you understand me?
Seems to understand you. Seems pissed.
Yeah. How long have you been with Jehan?
I'm getting 25.
Okay. 25 years?
Yeah, 25 years.
Okay.
So that would put me around age 13.
Okay.
Something wants to correct me. It says age 11.
Okay. And have you been seeking out Jehan for more than one lifetime?
That's a hard yes.
Yeah.
I've been following.
Yeah. I feel like he's been chasing you. I feel like it's a male. If it has a male or female, energy, I feel like it's more. Okay. All right. Why? We'll start with some yes, no's because it bridges the gap a little bit here. You've been following Jehan for more than one lifetime.
Well, I just heard it say it was told to.
Yeah, it has a boss. I'm not sure what this entity is. Is your purpose to mitigate Jehan's free will? I'm getting more than just that. I'm getting a yes, but it's more than that.
Yeah. It wants to say something more elaborate, but
let's let it. All right. Why are you after Jehan?
I'm just kidding. I want to steal his power.
All right. And what's so valuable about Jehan? He's just a simple human, right?
He's not. Very short answers.
No, he's not. Yeah, he's not. No. Who are your bosses?
I'm just getting off this world.
Yeah. Okay. Are you scared of your bosses?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to offer this being some prana or chi, just some energy as a goodwill gesture. And I'm telling him there's more where that comes from, but we need your help. The punishing days can be over for you, but we need your help. Do you understand that?
Seems to understand, but it doesn't want to cooperate.
It does not. It doesn't fully trust us. Are you the one that has been tying down Jehan's feet so he cannot fly?
So very boomy, yes.
Okay. We're going to literally remove those. I feel like they're tentacles. They're just like tentacles. Like if you were an octopus, just wrapped right around you. And it keeps pulsating around your feet. We're going to, we'll work on the feet and the ankles in a bit here. I want to remove any shadow imprints or any micro tears or whatever, okay, from you. What is your relationship with Jehan?
I'm somehow getting the answer stalking. I'm not quite sure what else is being said.
Did Jehan harm your bosses?
I'm listening, but I'm not quite getting the answer.
Yeah, I'm going to rephrase that. Your bosses, did they try to take over Jehan's planet in another lifetime?
Sounds like a yes. Very sheepish yes.
Mm-hmm.
More like a nod more than an admission.
He does not want to admit. He's afraid of his bosses that they will come after them, but I'm telling him that we will offer him protection for the information. Does he know who I am?
Another nod, quietly.
Okay. Do his bosses know who I am?
A very fearful and quiet nod.
Okay. All right. I'm asking him, does he feel safe right now?
No.
Okay. Are your bosses the archons?
He doesn't want to say.
Okay. That's kind of an answer in itself, right?
Yeah, so I'm not sure if that's a yes, and I feel like there's more than just.
Okay, because I'm feeling like there's a couple pairings here. All right.
And I think that he's also diminishing in size as you're asking questions,
Okay.
shrinking.
He's going back to his normal size. The expansion of his energy field was designed as an intimidation factor. One. And two, I'm asking him, are you hungry?
He seems to want to take it, but still skeptical.
Okay. There's no tricks in this. I'm telling him right now, you've been helpful.
He's comfortable. He's been doing what he's been doing for so long. He's just comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to think that we're not going to succeed at whatever we're doing.
Okay, well, that's nice for him.
As I'm listening, I'm getting a communication where I'm just being shown examples from my life where like things that shouldn't be a problem, that would never be a problem for anyone else, just happen for me.
Is he responsible for that?
Yeah, him and his bosses, they've been able to orchestrate tons of things throughout my life. And it makes sense because my life has been difficult. Not that I'm complaining or saying that, it's just been bizarre. A lot of things that the average person can do with ease, I've always had issues, problems, things come up, blockages, or, trying to get out of the country, blockages, trying to get a driver's license, blockages. I'd always have to take the longest and hardest route. I'm even hearing like a laughter, like like it pleases him to tell me all simple things like you get a new guitar and your guitar is not working well. And you're like, how is that even possible? Simple things just to stop me from experiencing joy and, loving doing the things that I love to do.
Yeah.
He seems quite proud of that.
Well, let's just ask him this question. Can you get out of this containment field?
No, you shut up now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like, who do you think you're talking to type energy? He's still very determined.
Yeah, he's I'm trying to be nice, but it ain't working. Okay. Why are they interested, your boss is interested in Jehan?
Because I've been a problem throughout various lifetimes.
Yeah, I'm seeing you what my guides are showing me is they're seeing you as a rather significant figure. All right, off-world figure. I don't know if you have any leanings or inclinations towards other off-world species or not. I don't want to put a thought in your mind and have a false reality for you.
No, but there's always had a gut feeling that, when people are talking about Pleiadians and all that other stuff, that a lot of that's just not right. I've always had a real strong gut feeling. I've kind of rejected it because I just kind of feel like whatever I have experienced before is way more significant than that. I mean, I don't want to say that it's lies or anything like that, but it's just not the full story because I've seen beyond those possibilities. I'm not sure how to communicate that.
I understand exactly what you mean. So when somebody says to me, oh, I'm a Pleiadian starseed, I'm like, oh, yawn, right?
Yeah, and it seems like another fake narrative. That's not quite the truth. I'm experiencing an energy release, like there's just tears that are coming out my eyes, not emotionally or anything like that, but just like a release.
Good. It needs to be released. We're releasing these. I feel like they're almost injustices. Who you are as a soul is, it's the $1 million question, right? It may unfold today or not.
Something that I've done, that's what I'm hearing. Something that I've done repeatedly throughout lifetimes, they had to figure out, and they finally figured out a way to stop it in this one.
Yeah. If I were to say to you the words creator being, how does that feel to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Like just an energetic yes.
Okay. So again, I don't want to lead the witness, but there is, and I'm asking him right now because I know he knows the answers. Have you been following and harming Jehan in accordance to your bosses to stop him from his universal creations?
That's a yes.
Okay. I got a big yes on that one too, by the way. Did you, Jehan, just a gut instinct, yes or no, choose to come to this planet to get a reprieve from these harassments?
See, that explains a lot now about why I've always felt the way that I just feel like I don't belong here, like I don't want to be here, but it's just something that happened by accident.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like this wasn't my first choice. Like I would never choose this.
It is
And
the most
like
beautiful of the planets, but man, it's not easy.
like where not like I would never choose this, and wherever I was so much better. It feels like imprisonment. That's
Mm-hmm.
what it's like, gut feeling.
Okay.
Like I was banished here or something.
And you're literally shackled here, and even your dream state, when we leave the bodies in our sleep state to get reprieve, to get healing, it's like you're always tethered, so you're drowning. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm hearing it say, "We've cursed you."
Yeah. Well, you know what? We're not doing that anymore. Are they responsible for the breakdown of your mom?
I'm not getting a yes on that. I'm getting no.
I'm getting a no too. Okay. All right.
I'm getting that just happened to work out perfectly for us.
Great.
Kind of like he thinks that's funny.
Yeah, he does. Your I'm gonna call them universal, okay? Your universal creations throughout the history of you know, lifetime between lifetimes, creationist type of elements. Was that a threat to the archons?
He says it's a threat to everyone.
I feel like there's this grouping of nefarious entities that are kind of like banded together to stop you. It's a little bit unusual, but maybe not. Okay. I mean, we're talking reptilians, archons, the standard gunk.
He says we have our operatives everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
which is an odd thing for him to say. I'm seeing specifically what he's trying to say. They're online, they're in the government.
Yeah.
They're people that I've known in this lifetime. And what he's saying is they're inside people that I've known in this lifetime. So it's not just the people themselves. Somehow their free will is gone, is what I'm getting from him.
Yeah. They've been hijacked. More common than not, unfortunately. They're starting to lose their stranglehold on this planet. Do you have any other questions for this being?
I just want to know why. Why is just whatever it is that I've done, why is that such a big threat? What do you get out of it? It can't be as much as whatever feeling you're feeling feels like joy or goodness to you. Like, why? It can't really be that good. I can't imagine how something that inherently evil could feel good in the long run is my question. But he doesn't want to answer that because he knows I'm right.
He does. And
he just had a moment of self-awareness, like, you know what? I don't even know really why I'm doing this.
I saw that as like a flash within him for a moment. Yeah. Interesting.
Like, I've never thought of that before, kind of reaction.
And what is wrong?
He's saying we all do it. He's saying we all just do it. That's what we know.
Jehan doesn't do it. Or is Jehan not one of you?
Yeah. He's not one of us, yeah.
That's exactly what I heard. All right. I'm somebody listening.
Just let go. Like somebody pulled a rug out from under me and I just wanted to move.
Wow. Okay. Well, I feel like that's good. You want to have your freedom back. I don't have any more questions for him unless you do. And I'm sort of assessing certain situations. I'm kind of thinking stuff through and talking to my guides, my team.
He's saying now that my name is no coincidence.
And how so?
He's saying that there's no coincidence that my physical name means God is gracious. Yeah. He just keeps saying there's no coincidence that you're threatening. We can't have you. We can't have you. He's frantic, it seems. I don't know what you're doing to him, but he's getting frantic.
What is wrong with God?
Saying we don't call it God.
What does he call it?
He can't say.
It's an infinite pure energy source, isn't it?
I'm getting the reason he can't say it is because it diminishes his power to call it by name.
Okay. So who do you consider to be your God? I'm asking him.
He just looks dumbfounded. You know, now that you've asked him that question, he just looks.
Never been asked before, has it?
It's just like another one of those flashes, like, this is too much. Overwhelm.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't even really know. He doesn't know who's at the top of the chain.
When your bosses, when you left the light of God source energy, you no longer had an energy source. Is that correct?
Now, are you hearing him say, I've never been a part of the light?
Yeah.
That's dark.
So Was
I've
he
never heard anything
created
like
by
that.
his bosses?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
the reason why he doesn't know the answers to certain questions is because he doesn't have an animating force, is what he's saying. He
Yeah.
just is a construct. He's just made to siphon energy away.
Hmm.
He says he does it to others too, but he won't
Yeah.
say who those people are.
How many of his species are there? Does he know?
Millions.
Yeah.
And he's added probably millions more that he doesn't know of.
Hmm.
He says we need them. We need
He's
more
almost
than ever.
he's almost like a generator in a sense, right? He's taking
He
energy
just
from one
said, yeah,
source.
he just said we feed and grow very quickly.
Mhm. So when we went down to where you were you trying to feed off of our energy, which is why you got so big?
Yes.
Okay. Were you successful?
No.
Okay.
The word startled just flashed.
Hmm.
He never thought that he would be found.
No, you can see where he is so deep within, I'm going to call it even the subconscious self, right? So, in many cases, when I do this beach metaphor, it's more than metaphors, but the water usually represents the subconscious self, which is really healthy looking. Your subconscious is really healthy. The blue, the glistening, the this, the that. But when you go deeper below the water, it's a whole nother world, right? So I want to ask him, have you stolen a piece of Jehan's subconscious?
I'm getting a no from him.
I got
I'm
a note.
getting that okay, so there's references now. I'm remembering a time perhaps 2016, 17. I was here on this beach before doing stuff in my mind, clearing things up. I don't know why he is trying to show me that. I think what he's trying to tell me is that this is an artificial construct they had to put here that has been hidden away. It's between the worlds. It's not in this world's collective unconscious. So it goes undetected. And that's how they do it for all the other people that these millions of beings feed off of or inhibit. That's a lot of information.
It is, but it's accurate though. This is very accurate. This is a lot of the loosh, right? Right here, the harvesting of energies, because they cannot exist without us. I'm telling him, you are nothing more than a parasite. Is that accurate?
And he doesn't like that.
No.
That seems to have angered him.
Yeah. Anger away, buddy. I'm going to I feel like there's so much intel that can be had through him. And I'm telling him he's been very helpful, whether he wants to or not. What makes Earth such an easy access point for them?
I'm hearing him say there's fractures in its structure that they made a long time ago.
Yeah.
He says we are not the typical, he's saying the typical names that you always hear. Saying humans have no name for us. Humans don't even know about us. The word lore is coming up. There's no lore for us.
Okay.
It says we are creatures of legend beyond your imagination, beyond human imagination. I don't know if you're hearing that too.
Yeah, there's a grandioseness he's trying to feed us to. Is it true? Yes. Is he trying to make it more grandiose to intimidate us? Yes. Is it working? No. I'm asking him, do you know about the tear in the fabric of this universe that happened a little while ago? Is he familiar with that? And again, I'm going to know if you're lying or not. So there's no point.
He says yes.
Okay.
He says my bosses did that.
Yeah. And I don't know. I've never seen those beings before. I don't even know where they're from, what to call them. That tear got repaired, and a lot of light beings, I think, were taken out in that fight. By the way, what was the purpose of the tear of of that? Was it more
What's
than
really
just
odd is I'm hearing him say something about 2012.
Okay? What about
Did you hear
2012?
that?
Yeah, what about it?
He's just saying it was complete. That's very bizarre, honestly.
That it was complete in 2012?
Yeah, whatever they were doing.
Okay.
It just seems very bizarre to me. I need your feedback on that one.
All right, is this a lie? Is he trying to skew our attention?
He's trying. So.
Yeah, he's trying to skew our attention from this other element.
Whatever he's doing now seems like a mind trick, very invasive.
All right, we're just going to disconnect from him. We're done. Having my teams come down and remove this tetrahedron, this containment field he's in. And I've got other beings that are going to start using his Akka chords, his connections, start removing like species from others that are being harmed. They're all being harmed by these things. There are millions, if not trillions of them. They span beyond this earth plane as well. What we're going to do is we're going to, I feel like we need to heal this land that we're in right now. And once this land is healed and it matches the other waters, that other aspect, then they can take down this. I feel like it would be like a limestone shelf, like you would see in like the Yucatan in Mexico or whatever. It's fragile. It's not strong, but it's separating the two waters. I'm sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I said it's very brittle.
Yeah. And we want to clean up this lower part before we bring it to the surface to the rest of the water. All right. Are we ready to go back to the surface?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
All right. That was a really good call to go there, by the way, because it's cleaning up the other elements of the space.
I still have the key.
I think you're supposed to keep it. Does that make sense to you or ring true for you?
Neutral.
Okay.
I just have it. Maybe I'll need it again. I'm not sure.
All right. Well, let's just see what we do with it. As you're holding it, what do you notice about it?
As I'm touching it, it just feels warm, and then it has that feeling of activation again, like it's shimmering. Energy is coming from it when I pay attention to it.
Is this your divine energy source? Is this the key to you? Is this like, I'm going to call them like, for being, don't want to be trite, like your light codes? Is that what this is?
Hearing it generates. I don't know what it generates. Maybe it helps me power up in a way. It's
been separated from you. So I want to bring in, we're on the surface. We're going to the surface. Back on the land, I feel like we're close to the water's edge. Can
we clean it? Something's telling me that
to clean it.
What we're seeing is a case, and there's something in there. Let's. There's a way to open it, but I'm not seeing. It's very strange because it appears to look the same on all sides.
Okay. I feel like it's supposed to stay in with us. Are you getting that same impression?
Kind of like I just put it in your pocket and keep it.
Okay.